How many times have you told yourself that you're gonna start eating healthy only to fall back into old habits within a few weeks? Yes, same here. And it's not your fault. You don't need more willpower. You don't need another restrictive diet. You need a system that actually works for you. Because let's be real, if healthy eating feels like a struggle, you're not gonna stick with it. And that's exactly what we are going to fix today. So today I'm giving you a proven 5-step framework to build a healthy eating habit that actually sticks without spending hours in the kitchen, without giving up the food that you love, and most importantly, without falling off track after 2 weeks. Who don't know me yet, my name is Kate. I'm a holistic health coach, nutritionist, and yoga teacher. So if you're ready to finally make the healthy eating effortless, let's get into it. If you ever tried to eat healthier but couldn't stick with it, let me tell you, it is not because you're lazy or lack of willpower. It is because most people are set up to fail from the start. Here's why a healthy eating feels impossible for so many. Relying on motivation instead of a system. You start off super motivated, maybe after watching documentaries, scrolling Instagram, or seeing someone else's transformation. But what happens when the motivation fades? Because trust me, it will fade. Trying to make a big dramatic changes over the night, you throw out all the bad food and stock up on a kale and quinoa and tell yourself, starting Monday, I'm only eating clean. But that's all or nothing approach. It sets you up for failure. Life happens. You get busy, you get stressed, tired, and all of a sudden you are back to square one. Following trendy diets that aren't sustainable. How many of you have tried something like keto, intermittent fasting, juice cleanses, only to quit after a few weeks? The problem, these diets aren't built around a healthy and realistic life. They're relying on restriction instead of habits. And if you feel desperate, you're going to bounce back harder. The truth is, healthy eating isn't about what you eat for a few weeks. It is about what you do consistently over the time. Let me prove it to you. Meet Alice. When she first came to me, she was struggling with compulsive overeating, nighttime cravings, and felt completely out of control with food. She has been on antidepressants, 4-year cycle of emotional eating, and truly believed that was something wrong with her. We worked together in a one-on-one coaching program for 4 months, focusing on small, sustainable changes, not strict diets, no counting calories, and definitely not cutting out her favorite food. Instead, we were focusing on one small habit. Every single day, she was making herself a healthy salad. No matter what, it was simply healthy and sustainable. And guess what? 6 months after our one-on-one coaching, she was still doing it. And a year later, still sticking with it, even when she was moved to a different city. She lost 7.7 kilo naturally without meal plans, diet, or restrictions. She lost another 3 kilo on her own using my method. Compulsive overeating and craving disappeared. She stopped emotional eating and built a healthy relationship with food. She accepted herself and started caring for her own body. And still losing weight today just by maintaining small and consistent habits. She didn't change everything at once. She changed one thing, and that's one thing changed everything. This is exactly what I'm going to show you today, how to create a simple, sustainable way of eating that actually sticks without all that stress and frustration. So if you're tired of starting over, tired of feeling like food control you, it is time to take a different approach. Let me walk you through my 5-step framework for building a healthy eating habit that actually lasts. Step number 1. Set your bare minimum habit. Most people fall at a healthy eating because they are trying to change everything at once. They wake up one day and then they decide that they are going to eat clean 100% from starting from now on, and by the day 3, they overwhelmed, they craving old foods and feeling like failure. That's because big changes require a lot of willpower, and the willpower run out of fast. I made a blueprint that shared my exact weight loss story and step-by-step plan how to lose weight, beat the cravings, and create a healthy habit that actually stick. I even share my exact plates, meals that I eat, so you can grab it in the description below. The trick: start ridiculously small, so small that it almost feels like too easy. This is called a bare minimum habit, something that you can do every single day, no matter how busy and tired or unmotivated you are. Why this works? First of all, small habits don't trigger resistance in your brain. They build consistently, which is way more important than intensity. Once they become automatic, they create a domino effect, making it easier to adopt a bigger changes. How to do it? Instead of saying, I will eat clean every day, set a habit so small that you can't fail. For example, I will drink one green smoothie in the morning, or I will eat a one serving of veggies within a dinner, or I will drink one glass of water as soon as I wake up. And did you notice how these are not extreme? That's the point. When you're making a habit easy to do, you're actually doing it. Do you remember the success story from earlier? My client started with just one habit, making a healthy salad every day. That's one habit that's so simple that she stuck with it, and over the time, it naturally reshaped in her way of eating. No more meal plans, no more stress. 6 months later, she was still doing it effortlessly. Even after moving to a new city, that's the power of the bare minimum habit. It follows you everywhere. You might wonder how long before this habit feels as natural as brushing your teeth. While there is a popular myth that it takes 21 days to form a habit, research shows that it isn't accurate. A study published in a European Journal of Society found that on average, it takes about 66 days for a new behavior to become automatic. So be patient with yourself. The key is consistency. For more details on this study, I will leave you a link in the description. Right now, pick one tiny, non-intimidating habit that feels too easy to fail. Write it down, say it out loud, and drop in a comment below if you're watching this video. Once you got that, let's move to the step number 2, where we are making healthy eating effortless.